Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne Alco and thank you so much for stopping by. So before we get straight into the tutorial, I just want to say thank you guys for the support that I've been receiving on my channel. And if it's your first time here, I'm all about crochet tutorials, and if that's your area of interest, kindly hit the subscribe button and join the family. I normally upload videos each and every week. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. For this top, you need your fuller bust, exactly what I'm measuring in the video. You also need your underbust, and don't give allowance when measuring your underbust, and then we're going to deduct the two, and the difference is your cup size. So for the material, I'm going to use this cotton yarn over here. It's 100% cotton yarn. It's a lightweight yarn, but you can use any yarn of your choice. But I love using cotton yarn on my tops because it's so comfortable on the skin, and I'll be using 2.5mm crochet hook for the medium weight yarn. You also need tape measure to help you in the sizing. You need a pair of scissors to cut off your ends and a needle to help you weave in the ends. So for size small to medium, we're going to start with a foundation chain of 3 inches in length. If you are size large, start with the foundation chain of 3.5. If you are extra large, start with a foundation chain stitches of 4 inches. To begin, make a slip knot, and then I'm going to chain 24. I have my 24 chain stitches and it's 3 inches in height. So the next thing we're going to do is still to make the foundation, and to do that you are going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, make a single crochet, and at this point I love weaving in the tail, so I'm going to grab the tail and crochet on top of it. So for this row we are going to make single crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. So I'm done with my row of single crochet, and this still acts as my foundation. So let's begin on the next row. Chain 2, turn your work around, and then now we're going to start making double crochet, and the chain 2 acts as your first double crochet. So you're going to go into the next stitch and make a double crochet, and now go ahead and make double crochet in each and every stitch, and then I'm going to meet you at this end of the row over here. So I'm at the end of the row and one stitch left over here, and this is going to be our top part of the bra, and I'm going to make 2 double crochet there. So that's 1 and 2, and then I'm going to chain 1 and go in the same stitch and make 2 more double crochet. So technically it's like you have 4 double crochets with a chain 1 space. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and then you're going to turn on to this other side and make double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. So I'm at the end of the row, and this is what we have. So the reason why I made this single crochet is to have there's no opening, as you can see. So that single crochet actually makes your foundation chain stitch to look more presentable and no holes peeping. To begin on the next row, chain 2, turn your work around. The chain 2 acts as your first double crochet over here, and then go into the next stitch and make a double crochet. Now go ahead and make double crochet in each and every stitch, and then I'm going to meet you at the top part. So I'm at the top part, and remember the 2 double crochets we made, then the chain 1, and then 2 more double crochet. So go ahead and make double crochet on top of those double crochets. And now you're at the center, which is the chain 1 space over here. Now go ahead and make 2 more double crochet inside that chain 1 space. So after making those 2 double crochet, you are going to chain 1 and then 2 more double crochet in the same chain 1 space. And now go on to this other side and make double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. Also, don't forget to make your final double crochet inside the chain 2 space. If you're not keen enough, you might miss it out. So remember the chain 2 that you made previously is also a double crochet, so also make a double crochet on top of it. And now to begin on the next row, you're going to chain 2 and repeat the same thing. After chaining 2, make double crochet in each and every stitch. So this is the chain 1 space where we should be making the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So I'm going to make double crochet in these 2 double crochets over here. I'll make a double crochet, 1 last double crochet, and now we are in the chain 1 space, and go inside that chain 1 space and make 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same space. And now you're going to go on to this other side and make double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. And remember also to make a double crochet on the chain 2 stitch that you made at the starting point of your row. I'm at the end of the row, and this chain 2 is my last stitch. So now go ahead and repeat the same thing. At the starting of the row, you chain 2, work double crochet in each and every stitch. When you get inside the chain 1 space, you are going to make 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space, and then you turn on to this other side and make double crochet in each and every stitch until you get your cup size. I've already made one side of this bra cup, and this is what I have. So you're going to use your tape measure to measure your bra cup. So once you get your desired size, you're going to stop from there at that point. And also on the final row, we're going to make this decorative part over here. So go ahead, repeat the same thing, and then I'm going to show you how to make this decorative part. So to make this border part, you're going to chain 2, turn your work around, and then in the next stitch make a double crochet. In the next stitch again make a double crochet, and then chain 2 to space it out, skip 2 stitches, and then in the next stitch make a double crochet, make a double crochet in the next stitch again, make a double crochet in the next stitch again, chain 2, and then skip 2 stitches, and then in the next 3 stitches make 3 double crochets like that. So this is going to be your pattern. I'm going to meet you at this upper part. I'm at the top part and I'm going to chain 2, go inside the chain 1 space and repeat what we've been doing by making 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space, and then we're going to repeat the same thing we've been doing onto this other side. So this is a chain 2 space. I'm going to chain 2 and then skip 2 stitches and then make 3 double crochets and then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, make 3 double crochet, repeat the same thing that we did onto this other side, and I'm going to meet you at this end. I'm at the end of the row and I am so unlucky because I have 4 stitches left, so I have to cheat my way around it. Because after chaining 2, it means that I should skip 2 stitches and I should be having 3 stitches at the end of the row, and after skipping 2, it means I'll have 2 stitches at the end of the row. So what I'm going to do is to cheat my way around it, and rather I'm going to skip 1 so that I can have 3 double crochet at the end of the row. Like that. So at this point you're going to chain 1 and then cut your yarn off and tighten it, and you're going to repeat the same thing, make another brack up of the same size, but on this last brack up you're going to make, do not cut off your yarn strand because we're going to use that to attach to join these 2 sides together. So I have my 2 equal brack ups. Now it's time to join them together, and make sure before you join you have both sides looking the same. This side and this side, they're looking the same, because you might end up getting confused and then you end up with this side and this side by the time you're done with your top. So ensure that you have 2 sides that look alike, and then from there, to join the 2 sides together, I'm going to chain 2. After chaining 2, take this other side of your brack up and then make a double crochet into the first double crochet of this other side. So like that, and then you're going to turn on to this other side. After making that double crochet, yarn over and make a double crochet in the second double crochet like that, and then you're going to turn on to this other side, yarn over and make a double crochet in the second double crochet, and then turn on to this other side and make your final double crochet. So you have 3 double crochet on this other side, and then yarn over and make your final double crochet onto this other side. So you should be having something like this, 3 double crochet on this side and 3 double crochet on this other side. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into this space over here and make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to turn on to this other side, and in this space, ignore this space over here and make your 3 double crochet there as well. 1, 2, 3, and then go turn on to this other side, and in the next chain 2 space make 3 double crochet. Now turn onto this other side, and in this chain 2 space make double crochet, 3 double crochet I mean. So it's like you're closing up this middle point. Be careful not to go way up. I think I'll do one last join. So I'll turn on to this other side and make my final 3 double crochets, and then to close it up I'll go into this side and make just 1 double crochet, and you should be having something like this. So I'm satisfied with the area, with the height that I have closed up, and this is what we have, and this is the right side. So at this point you can cut off your yarn, and now we begin working on the down part. So as you can see, I have 3 double crochets on this side and this side and this, and then in the middle point this is what we have. So once you've joined the 2 caps together, it's time to work on the underbust, and at this particular point you need your underbust measurements, and for this particular top I'm working with an underbust of 27 inches. So once you have your underbust, you are going to deduct 2 inches from it, because the 2 inches we're going to use it to, while tying the straps on the back, at least you need some allowance. Yeah, and so after deducting 2 from the 27, I'm left with 25 inches for the underbust. And the next thing you need to do is to stretch your caps out so that you can know how much inches they are. So for me, if I stretch it out, they are 16 inches. So I'm going to subtract 16 from 25, and that's 9 inches. So I needed to divide that 9 inches into 2. It means that the strings that I'm going to chain on this side should be 4.5, and also the strings that I'm going to chain on this other side is going to be 4.5. I hope that's clear. So let's do that. So I have chained 34 stitches, and when I stretch it out it's 4.5. Now I'm going to take these chain stitches and now attach it on one side of the bracket, and I'm going to use double crochet to attach it. So I'm going to yarn over and go in the corner part and make a double crochet, and then I'm going to make a double crochet in the same space. Now I'm going to go into the next row of double crochet and make 1 double crochet. So I'll be alternating, and then in the next row I'm going to make 2 double crochet. In the next row 1 double crochet. In the next row now 2 double crochet in the same row. In the next row 1 double crochet. In the next row 2 double crochet. So I'll be alternating 2 double crochet in a row, and then the next row 1 double crochet. So I'm doing this to enable me to adjust the underbust, because when you overdo this brass section over here, it's not going to grip your bust quite well. That's why I'm using this technique to kind of reduce it a little bit, but not way too much. At the middle point where we joined the 2 caps together, and I'm also going to work to, now at this point I'm going to make 2 double crochet in those rows, only at this point where we joined. and then once I cross to this other side, the pattern is going to be pretty much the same thing we did onto this other side, starting with just alternating 2 double crochet in a row, 1 double crochet in the next row. Once you get to the end of the row, you're going to chain the same number of stitches that you did onto this other side. So I have my chain stitches onto this other side. Now hold on to the last chain stitch that you made, and then chain 3. These 3 acts as your first double crochet. Now yarn over and go into the 4th stitch that you held and make another double crochet, and this row it's going to be double crochet in each and every stitch until you complete the row. Once you've made double crochet on these chain stitches, you're going to cross onto this other side and make double crochet on top of those double crochets that you made, and then once you get to this point, you're also going to make double crochet on these chain stitches. So at this point you should be having something like this. Now let's make the shell pattern on the bottom part, and to do that you're going to chain 2, and the chain 2 acts as your first double crochet, and then double crochet into the next stitch. So you should be having 2 double crochet, and this is going to act as our edging, and then you're going to chain 7, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to skip into the 4th stitch. You're going to make a single crochet, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like you're skipping 3, and then into the 4th one you're making a single crochet, chain 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, into the 4th one, make a single crochet. So this row would work for you if you have multiple of 4. So now go ahead and repeat the same thing. I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. To complete the row, once you have your chain 7, you're going to make double crochet in the last 2 double crochets to close the row. So you should be having something like this. To begin on the next row, chain 2, turn your work around and make a double crochet in the next double crochet, and then you're going to chain 7, and then you're going to make a single crochet in this first chain 7 space, and then you're going to go directly into the next chain 7 space and make 8 double crochet, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the final 8 double crochet, and then you're going to go directly into the next chain 7 space and make a single crochet, chain 7, 7, and then single crochet into the next chain 7 space. Repeat that again, chain 7, single crochet into the next chain 7 space, and then you're going to go directly into this space and make 8 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the final 8, and then you're going to go directly into this chain space and make a single crochet. And now you're going to repeat the same thing here. Chain 7, 5, 6, 7, make a single crochet into the next chain space, chain 7, single crochet into the next chain space, and now you're going to make 8 double crochet, these 8 double crochet here. So by the end of the row you should be having like this shell stitch, 8 double crochet with 2 chain 7 space. So make a single crochet, and I'm almost at the end of the row. I'm going to chain 7, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to make a single crochet there, and then I'm going to complete the row by making the last 2 double crochet to maintain our edges in straight line like that. The next row I'm going to chain 2, turn my work around and make double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 1 now and make a double crochet inside the first double crochet of these 9 double crochets that we have. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, 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 chain 1, and your final double crochet into the 9th stitch, and then you're going to go directly into this chain 7 space and make a single crochet. So basically you have 9 double crochet with chain 1 spaces in between, and so from there you're going to chain 7, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to make a single crochet into the chain 7 space, and then you're going to repeat the same thing, chain 1, and then go directly into your first double crochet and chain 1, repeat the same thing we've done here. Once you have your 9 double crochet with the chain 1 space in between, you're going to go directly into this chain 7 space and make a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 7, single crochet into that space, and now repeat the same thing we've been doing until you complete the row. To complete the row, make your single crochet, and then you're going to chain 7, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to single crochet into this chain 7 space, and then you're going to make your final 2 double crochets like that. So by the end of the row you should be having something like this: shell stitch with chain 1 spaces with only 1 chain 7 space left. To begin the next row, chain 2 and then turn your work around. You're going to make a double crochet in the next stitch and then chain 7, and then you're going to skip 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then in this space over here you're going to make a single crochet chain 7, skip 2 double crochets, and then in that chain space make a single crochet, chain 7, skip 2 double crochets, and in the next chain space make a single crochet like that, and then you're going to chain 7, and then go immediately into this chain 7 space and make 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and then we're going to repeat what we've done over here by simply chaining 7, skip the first 2 double crochets, and then into this space make a single crochet, chain 7, skip these 2 double crochets and make a single crochet over there, chain 7, skip 2 double crochets, and in that chain 1 space make a single crochet, chain 7, and then make 2 double crochet into this chain 7 space, and then you're going to repeat this process until you complete the row like that. So basically you should be having two chain spaces on top of these 9 double crochets, and then when you get to the chain 7 space, make sure you make 2 double crochets. To complete the row, I'm going to make a single crochet over here after chaining 7, and then I'm going to make the 2 last double crochet at the end of the row like that. To begin the next row, chain 7 and then make a double crochet in the next stitch, and in this row it's going to be chain 7 spaces like what we've done on this previous row. So you're going to chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to make a single crochet in the next chain space, chain 7 again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet in the next chain space. So repeat this until the end of the row. To complete the row, chain 7, make a single crochet into this chain space, and then complete the row by making your 2 last double crochet. So at this point you should be having chain 7 spaces across the row like that. To begin the next row, you're going to chain 2, turn and make your second double crochet here, and then you're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, make a single crochet in the first chain space, chain 7, 5, 6, 7, make a single crochet in the next chain space, chain 7 again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, make a single crochet in the next chain space, and then in the next chain space over here we are going to make 8 double crochet, what we did here previously, and make sure it's above this 2 double crochet over here. So I'm going to go inside it and make 8 double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically we are repeating this row over here. So after 8 double crochets, you're going to make a single crochet in the next chain space, and then you're going to chain 7, 5, 6, 7. You're going to make a single crochet in the next chain space, chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make a single crochet in the next chain space. And now once you get to this chain space over here where you have your 2 double crochet, you're going to make 8 double crochet in that space. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the final 8 double crochet, and then you're going to go directly into the next chain space and make a single crochet. So this is going to be your pattern until you complete the row. Where you have these 2 double crochet, above it you're going to make 8 double crochet, and then you're going to space it out using these 2 chain spaces over here. But at the starting point I have started with making 3 chain spaces so that I can be able to get at this particular chain space where we have the 2 double crochet. So repeat that, and then I'm going to meet you at the end of the row. So basically once you're done with this row over here, it's like you are starting all over again from what you did at this point over here. So basically this row that we've just made is a repeat of this first row that we made over here, and the next thing we're going to do is to make this next row over here, and then after you are done you're going to make this row over here where we have the 2 double crochets. After you're done making this row, you're going to complete it by making the 7 chain spaces across the row. So it's like the starting point of this place over here. So now go ahead and repeat that, and then I'm going to meet you once you're done with this row. So I'm done with this row of double crochet with chain 1 spaces in between, and if you can take a close look how the pattern is building up, you can see we have a shell here, and then the next shell is here, and the next shell that we're going to make, it's supposed to be in this middle point over here. But before we make the shell, we need to do, remember like I said before, it's like we're repeating what we did over here, this rows up to the last row where we're just going to make the plain chain spaces. So after making this double crochet with the chain 1 spaces, the next thing you're going to do is to make this row whereby we made the 2 double crochets, as you can see. And to do that, and remember we are making the shell on top of these 2 double crochet, and it means that we need to make a shell at this point over here. We can't leave it blank, and it's the same thing we're going to do. We need a shell at the end of the row here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after chaining 2 and turning my work around and making the first 2 double crochets, I'm going to chain 7 and make a single crochet in the first chain space, and then I'm going to chain 7, and that's when I'm going to make the 2 double crochet here so that we can start creating a room for the next shell that we are going to build on top of this part. And now you're going to repeat the same thing. You're going to chain 7, 5, 6, 7, and you're going to skip the 2 double crochets like we did before, and now create the shell, create the chain spaces, and then when you get to this middle point, don't forget to make the 2 double crochets like we did previously over here. So repeat the same thing, and then when you get to the end of the row, don't forget to make the 2 double crochets at the end of this row as well. So at the end of the row, don't forget to make these 2 double crochets, and then go ahead and complete the row. Chain 7 again, 5, 6, 7, and then make your last single crochet, and then make the 2 double crochets at the end of the row, like that. So now go ahead and repeat what we've been doing over and over again as you build the height of your top. And so after this, what you're going to make next, it's just going to be the chain 7 stitches. And once you're done with those chain 7 stitches, you're going to repeat this over here, making the double crochets, then this row, then this row, and then the final 7 chain stitches across the row, and it's the same thing repeatedly. So I'm going to meet you once I get my desired height of the top. So at this point I have the height that I need for my top, and after making the 8 double crochet with the chain 1 spaces, I'm going to make a picot stitch, and to do that I'm going to chain 7 and then make a single crochet in the next chain space, and then I'm going to chain 1, go into the first chain 1 space of those 8 double crochet, and then chain 3, make a single crochet in the first chain you made, go into the next chain space, chain 3, make a single crochet in the first chain, go into the next chain space and then chain 3, make a single crochet, go into the next chain space, make a single crochet, chain 3, go back and make a single crochet in the next chain space, and then chain 3, go back and make a single crochet, after you're done making the picot stitch, now you're going to go directly into the chain 7 space and make a single crochet, and then single crochet for the second time, for the third time, for the fourth time, and the final 5th single crochet in those chain 7 space, and then chain 1, repeat the same picot stitch by making a single crochet, and repeat what we've been doing. So repeat that until you complete the row. At the end of the row, chain 1 and cut off the yarn, and then tighten it off. Now it's the time to make the straps, and I've already made one side. Make it quite long enough so that it can tie through the back, and I'm going to attach my yarn at the top part, and I'm going to make 3 double crochets, and then I'm going to build up the string by making 3 double crochet as I increase the height of the strap. Final step is now weaving in the ends, and I love doing this with a tiny needle, so weave in carefully. And then cut off the yarn. So the top is finally done, and you're going to take your straps and crisscross them on the back part. And yeah, this is how it looks like. That's how the pattern looks like. I hope you've ended up with something like this, and thank you so much for watching until the end. Be sure to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more other videos that are yet to come. So until next time, goodbye.